Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be giving you an in-depth review on how to download and watch HD movies on any of your smart devices. For this tutorial I'm going to be using my iPhone 5S along with my Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Now, quick disclaimer, for the iOS devices you do need to be jailbroken on your iOS device for this specific way to view videos. I have to say, jailbreaking your device can void your device's warranty, so please be careful. I am going to leave a link in the description for a great channel that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to properly jailbreak your device. And once you're done, actually you can just go ahead and switch back to this video, and then you can go ahead and follow my instructions step by step, and you'll be able to download movies, TV shows, whatever you want, and they'll all be right at your device's fingertips. You don't have to worry about uploading them to the cloud. So if you're interested to see how to download and watch movies or even TV shows, please stick around. Now, kicking things off, I am going to be starting with my husband's iPhone 5S. He's actually modeling the phone for me. But for this tutorial, for the iOS side, there's a few apps you need to get started. You need to download some apps. One of them is iTransmission, Player Extreme, and iFile. Player Extreme you can get from the traditional app store. However, the other two apps I mentioned, you do need to shoot over to Cydia to get those. So starting off, open up your app store, go to your search bar, and we're going to type in Player Extreme. And then once you see the app, you're just going to go ahead and, just business as usual, just tap on the app and go ahead and install it. Mine, I already have it installed, so that's why it says open. On yours, it'll say get. So just go ahead and install that. Then we're going to go over to Cydia. Now, with Cydia, there's a few items that you need. When you're downloading apps from the Cydia store, you have to get what you call repos. I don't know which specific repo has the other two apps that I told you all to download. So I'm just going to go ahead and list all of the repos that I use, and then just go ahead and tap that. But kicking back to the jailbreaking video, it'll show you the instructions. So once you have your repos in, you basically add the source there, and then we can go back to the search menu. So you're going to tap search, and the first app that we're going to search for is iTransmission. So type iTransmission 4 and go ahead and scroll down. There it is. You just tap on it, and I already have mine in, so it'll just say install, let it do its thing, and then it'll install on your phone. The next thing you need to search is iFile, and it's called iFile Cracked. So just type iFile Cracked in the top of the search bar, and it'll pop up on your screen. Just select it once you see it, and again, just go ahead and download that to the phone because we'll need that for later. Okay, so now we have all of the apps that we need installed. So now we're going to go over to iTransmission, and we're going to search for a movie. For this tutorial, I'm going to search for the movie 300. So at the bottom, hit the little plus sign, and we're going to select web, and then it's going to pull up Google if Google is your default browser. It doesn't have to be, but my husband's is. And then what we're going to do is type 300. And as you can see on the screen here, I posted links of all of the trusted torrent sites that I know for sure the download will work. So for this tutorial, he used YFI torrents. So you're just going to scroll down to the 300, and then you hit download magnet, and it'll kick you back to the iTransmission app. So now you see the movie has completely downloaded. It usually takes about 20 or 30 minutes depending on your connectivity strength. So we're scrolling down here so you can see the location. With Apple, anytime you download a file and you're jailbroken, you have to look inside the app so it'll tell you the path on where to find it. So this is where the other app comes into play. We're going to open up iFile, and we're going to type on the word var. Then we're going to scroll down until we see mobile. Then we're going to hit documents, and then we're going to hit downloads. And if you can see, the movie that we just downloaded is in this specific file. So we're going to select edit, tap the movie file, and then select clipboard icon because we're going to need that for later. And we're going to copy the link and then select done. So now what we're going to do is open up Player Extreme, because ultimately we're going to be using this app to view our movies. However, you have to put the movie into the Player Extreme app. So you open up the app, you hit the info button, and it'll tell you the path within the within iFile to where you can find the actual application to paste the movie. So now, one thing you'll remember, so you'll see the path, but the last 4 digits of your app ID is going to be different. Just keep that in mind. It won't be the same as mine. So select iFile, and we're going to go all the way back to the beginning so I can show you all step by step. You're going to hit var, then mobile, then containers, data, application, and then you're going to scroll down and find the last 4 digits of your app ID. Remember, it'll be different from mine. So then you're going to select the app ID once you see it, documents, and then we're going to edit, and then we're going to select the clipboard icon and we're going to paste it into that folder. And then you just tap done. So the last step on the iOS device is to actually just open up Player Extreme. And if you see now, you actually see the 300 movie that we downloaded from the website. So you touch it and just hit play and enjoy.
Well, let's give them something to drink. To the club.
Okay, and kicking back over to Android, the system is the process is actually much smoother. So let's just head on over to the App Store. You only need 2 apps for this. We're going to download an app called MX Player, and we're also going to download an app called uTorrent. Once you have both of the apps installed, you're basically ready to go. The cool thing with the Android phones, you don't have to be rooted or anything like that. It just works because, again, Android is open source, so you can run tons of non-stock applications. You don't have to do a lot of modifications, if any, to your phone at all. So we're just going to let those 2 apps download. So for this process, you open up uTorrent first. So just go ahead and open the app once you find it, and then you search the movie you want. I'm going to search the same movie. We're going to hit 300, and you hit search. And then it's going to pull up a list of all of the different links. And again, all of the torrent sites that I use will be in the description. I like YiFi because they just work. I typically use YiFi. I'll use Kick-Ass Torrents or the Pirate Bay, whichever. But I typically go with the YiFi first. Now, quick side note, I usually download, if I'm impatient, the 720p version instead of the 1080p version, because sometimes it will take longer for the 1080p version to download depending on how good your Wi-Fi signal is. And my Wi-Fi signal is kind of bad. I live at the base of a mountain, so even with me sitting right next to my router, it takes forever. So that's why you see me going here. I hit 720p and then I just search 300, and then it's only going to pull up 720p files of the movie that I want to watch. So you just go ahead and hit download, and then it'll bring you to the page where the actual movie is. And the process is pretty much the same. You're just going to, just to double check, you can make sure you have the 720, but it'll say it in the description right there. It says 720p. So go ahead and scroll down and just hit download magnet, and it's going to kick you back into uTorrent. And that right there is just giving you the option to download it to a different place on the phone, but it doesn't matter. Just hit download. And then right here where it says 1 year, don't worry about that. It always says that right when you start, but it'll quickly change to like 2 hours and 30 minutes or whatever. So now you see the movie has completely downloaded. It's circled with the green check mark. So you're just going to exit out of your uTorrent app, and all you have to do is open up your MX player, because it plays any type of movie file that you download, and you'll see the file that you just downloaded. You press the button, and mine just says start over because I was watching it earlier, but just enjoy, and the movie will play. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I have tons of videos coming in the future. Thank you. Bye.